Hey everyone, it's that time again.
To pad out the show?
To make fun of the Disney Channel?
No, it's that time of year when we gather around to count down our favorite Christmas horror movies. Some of these are newer, but I'm still gonna put out a general spoiler alert. I seem to have misplaced my Santa hats, so this is the reddest shirt I own, and there's your Christmas decoration. Starting off, number 10 is It's a Wonderful Knife. This comes to us from Tyler McIntyre, the director of Tragedy Girls. It's a step down from that movie, but it's pretty solid. In the category of horror movies that take existing stories or concepts and put a horror spin on them, this one probably has the weakest connection to the original, but it still works. My main complaint with this movie is that, unlike It's a Wonderful Life, the magic is never really explained. The characters come up with a guess early on, but it's never really confirmed either way, and based on what happens, their guess seems pretty unlikely. Jane Widdop is great in the lead role. Widdop and Jess McLeod have very good chemistry. Justin Long makes for a very fun villain. Joel McHale is solid, and it's wonderful seeing Katharine Isabelle in horror again. For those of you who don't know, she was Ginger. Getting into spoiler territory, the romance feels a little rushed considering that those scenes take place over the course of a couple days. But the chemistry was good enough that I didn't really mind. Plus, it's not like they got all the way to I love you, they're just starting their relationship. For all this movie's problems, the design of the slasher is fantastic, and the kills are pretty great.
Get up, come on! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come
My score is 3.5 out of 5. Number 9 is Christmas Evil. This movie is less of a typical slasher and more of a character study, and I think it does it pretty damn well. Brandon Maggart is great in the lead role, and his performance combined with the solid script really help us delve into his character's psyche. When the movie does get into slasher territory, it fucking delivers. The kills are nice and gory, and the practical effects are on point.
Well, Santa, you look ready for a busy night.
Come now, Charles, a little respect. Seriously, Santa Claus, will you tell our viewers that you just arrived? How was the trip down? Oh, and I see you've given up your reindeer for more modern wheels.
And the suit, too.
Oh, excellent. Just ravishing.
Who does that tailoring? Come now, Santa.
Haven't you had enough?
I have something for you.
I have superlative taste.
My score is 3.5 out of 5. Number 8 is Better Watch Out. This is one of those movies where it's really, really good, but it's not great. I wish it had been better. However, it's still a solid horror flick. There's a bit of mystery that's done pretty well, the acting is good, and Ed Oxenbould is much better here than he was in The Visit. It's well shot, the editing is pretty good, kills are solid, the music is good, set design is on point, and I absolutely love the ending.
Vitals are holding. What do we got?
Stab wound to the neck. She put duct tape on to stop the bleeding.
Smart girl. Saved her life.
Let's go.
good stuff. My score is 3.5 out of 5. Number 7 is Krampus. This is just a fun horror flick. The acting is solid, the monster toys are dope, Krampus himself looks amazing. The musical score is solid, most of the jump scares are earned. Like with Better Watch Out, I fucking love the ending. Like, the ending helps make up for any problems the movie had along the way. The whole chase sequence where... What's her name? Hang on. Editor Ryan put the name in here. Whatever her name was, getting chased by Krampus. That whole sequence is just so well done. Especially when she's running down the street and he's like jumping on the rooftops. My score is 3.5 out of 5. Number 6 is Silent Night, Deadly Night. This movie is a cult classic for a reason. It could have been just another basic Christmas slasher movie, but it has a few things that elevate it. The main one is the montage of Billy working at this toy store. It's one of the better parts of the movie.
I'm looking for the warm side of the door, where the fire's bright and it's burning every night. Everybody will be there and they'll be smiling at me, and I won't need no more on the warm side of the door.
The acting and the writing are good. The original Christmas song made for the movie actually feels like a real Christmas song, so that's cool. Like Christmas Evil, it's more of a character study that becomes a slasher as it goes on, and once we get into slasher territory, well, it's awesome. My score is 3.5 out of 5. Number 5 is Anna and the Apocalypse. This movie does a pretty damn good job of blending together two very different genres, and it does it with style and substance. Although, I will say it could have been done better. The acting is good if not great, the characters are likable or at least believable, the kills are bloody and awesome, the musical numbers are fun, nothing exceptional, but they're all well done.
New morning feels different than before. It's dawning, this thing I've been waiting for, and I'm flying. My feet won't touch the ground. I'm ready for turning my life around. I'm waking, spent too long playing dead. I'm shaking these blues out of my head, not letting anybody bring me down. I'm ready for turning my life around. Hey, it's a brand new day, and I'm miles away. I am miles away. Hey, I am miles away. I am miles away, and it's a beautiful day.
Like, the movie as a whole is, like, great, but it could have been better. That being said, this is a holiday movie the whole family, or at least the whole family over the age of, like, 14 can enjoy. My score is 4 out of 5. Number 4 is Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale. This is a strange and delightful little horror flick that has no right to be as great as it is.
It's the most magical time of the year. When traditions are honored. And the youngest among us still believe in the spirit of the season.
We found something else than just plain rocks and dirt.
This mountain is like a giant icebox.
For storing what?
Drill deeper. Prepare the dynamite. You have a grave to rob.
It is a solid cast that brings its fun premise to life. The tension is built and maintained very well, the kills are awesome, and the mystery is pretty great. And once we get to the climax, we get all this build up, and in other horror movies, this might be the point where it just drops off into generic slasher territory. But no, it keeps things going as they should, and the whole climax is just delightful and relatively unique. The score is 4 out of 5. Number 3 is Gremlins 2, The New Batch. This movie went from horror comedy to horror satire, and I think it works very, very well. The practical effects have improved, especially with the Gremlins. Gizmo is as adorable as ever. Hulk Hogan has a cameo, and he is awesome. He's never been leading man material, but give him a small role and just let him chew the scenery, and it's delightful. See also Rocky 3. Christopher Lee was an absolute treasure, and he is sorely missed. His performance in this movie is, like, he treats it with the seriousness that it should be treated. Because this is one of those things where like, the characters are treating the situation seriously because they're in danger, even though there's all this goofiness going on. And with him, he's just, well, his character is something else.
What on earth is going on? I leave you people alone for 5 minutes, and what do I find when I get back? Utter chaos. I trust that's not the brain hormone that creature's drinking. Good boy. Nice boy. That's a good creature. Now, let's talk this over. I can get you diseases. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Perhaps not.
Scores 4 out of 5. Number 2 is Gremlins. This movie is a classic for a reason. It's scary, it's funny, it's just awesome. The acting is all good, the music and the practical effects are great, especially when we get to the bar scene, and I've heard that scene was just hell to shoot. It took so long because they kept thinking of more things they wanted to add, but it turned out great. Dick Miller here, and he's delightful as usual. Rest in peace. Gizmo is adorable, and damn it, I want one. And I love that this movie still remembers to keep things human, for lack of a better word. Like, you care about the human characters when things start to go down. It's not just Gizmo that you're hoping survives. And Phoebe Cates, her whole monologue works so well as just this bit of dark comedy. And I don't even know what else to say. It works. It just works. A score is 4.5 out of 5. Before we move on, here are some honorable mentions. Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. Santa's Sleigh. Silent Night, A Christmas Horror Story. Finally, my number 1 is Black Christmas. Do you like horror movies where the characters have actual depth and personality instead of just being cardboard cutout stereotypes? Do you like horror movies that have creative kills and inventive cinematography? Then have I got the movie for you. Olivia Hussey leads a talented cast, all of whom play characters who are well-defined, even if they don't all get development. Margot Kidder, especially. This was 4 years before she would play Lois Lane, and her character here is very different. The script is full of both great humor and great scares, as well as some very well-written foreshadowing and reincorporation.
Excuse me. Could you give me the number at the sorority house? Please.
Yeah, sure. It's, Fellatio 20880.
What?
Fellatio. It's a new exchange. FE.
It's a new one on me. How do you spell it?
Capital F, E, little L, Latio.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Sergeant Nash, could I speak to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure, Lieutenant.
What's this?
Well, that's the number at the sorority house.
Fellatio?
Yeah, it's a new exchange. FE.
No exchange?
Yeah, Felicia. One of the girls that was in this afternoon gave it to me.
She gave it to you.
Yeah.
Nash, I don't think you could pick your nose without written instructions.
I know. Something dirty, ain't it?
Like, some of it is just setting up jokes for later, but it's not all jokes. The mystery killer is intriguing and keeps you guessing, which is one thing the 2006 remake did not do well. Billy the Killer, assuming that's actually his name, works because we know so little about him. The remake took pretty much every word he said and delved way too deep into it and actually gave him a fleshed out backstory and shit, and it just did not work. Here, we know so little about him, and that's why it works. The cinematography and editing are great, the musical score is excellent, and the ending, whoo boy. Oh, and also, this movie came out in 1974, and still manages to have a very progressive yet balanced and fair debate regarding abortion. With actual nuance to it. You can understand both sides' perspectives. Now, obviously, damn near everyone will be agreeing with one side or the other, but if you take the time to think about it, you actually understand both sides. So, well done. Because so many movies nowadays just and people in general just fail to have any nuance there. So, well done, Bob Clark. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This movie was directed by Bob Clark, the man who also gave us A Christmas Story, Porky's, and Baby Geniuses. That's one hell of a resume. My score is 4.5 out of 5. Hey everyone, what's your ranking? Let me know down in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that. If you don't like the video, tell me why. Try to be constructive. Then subscribe anyway so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Watch that, and then tell me why that one sucks. Or maybe where I've improved. Or both, whatever the case may be. I have a Patreon. It's 2 tiers. The first tier is you get access to the exclusive content. Second tier is you can commission tribute videos. So if that's something that interests you, that link is in the description. That's all for now. Stay safe in these crazy times.